Hey, so this is PizzaYeti and welcome to my YouTube channel. So about a week ago, I posted on my blog that I was going to start a YouTube channel. I love the community that exists on YouTube and I wanted to join into it. But as soon as I announced that I was going to, I kind of lost a drive to do it. I was putting other people's expectations on me and I didn't really want to do it anymore. I felt like I had set myself up for all these people to come and watch it, and then it was going to be a disappointment. But I did put on there a date where I was going to have a YouTube video put up on my new channel. And so if you're watching this, obviously that video happened. So I gotta admit, I didn't really know what to do for an intro video. I've never really watched any on the channels that I watch on YouTube because I've been the person that just jumps in once a channel has already been established. I've never really been someone since their beginning. And the people that I have been with since the beginning don't really publish videos anymore. So I was just kind of peeking around on the internet. The only intro video from a YouTuber that I've watched was Wheezy Waiters when he did an intro to his channel after he had done a Vlogbrothers video when Hank was on paternity leave. And he was just explaining his channel to the new subscribers that he had, including me, after he did that video. And so that was like the only frame of point that I had to think about what an intro video could look like. And so at that point, naturally, I turned to Google. And so I'm on Google and I'm looking up questions that you can ask to get to know someone. And Google failed me. None of the questions that came up were questions that I wanted to answer. So I decided to make up a couple of my own so you could get the full scope of who I am. So let's get started. So just starting off with the basic. My name is Lexi and I'm a 23-year-old graduate with degrees in youth ministry and English. And so I hope to use a little bit of that, especially the English degree, maybe share some of the stuff that I've been working on with you guys just to see what you guys think about it. So I look forward to those videos. Why PizzaYeti? So when I was in college, my friend got a gift package from one of her aunts, and it had little Lego figurines that kind of look like the Facebook stickers from the Yeti and Bigfoot. And my friend didn't want both because she was a really big fan of Bigfoot, and so she gave me the other one. So this little dude was the original Yeti that I had. And even though he has a popsicle, I instantly decided that he should have pizza instead, and so I named him PizzaYeti. And so as I continued to just think about life and think about what I wanted to do, I kind of embraced the name. And so on any of the games that I play, the gamer tag that I typically use is PizzaYeti. And I think it's just a fun aspect that not a lot of people get to see when they meet me, because I'm a fairly serious person in real life, and when you get to know me I can be pretty funny and pretty goofy, and I hope to share that in the videos. But that's where PizzaYeti came from. It came from wanting to embrace the part of me that's passionate about geeky things, and so that's where PizzaYeti comes from. So what do I like to do? I enjoy reading, writing, and playing video games. So I'm hoping to have a little bit of everything on this channel, whether that looks like doing book reviews of some of the books that you see next to me, talking about things like the Nintendo Switch, which I absolutely adore. Just finished Breath of the Wild a couple days ago. Little disappointed at the end of the game, but overall, game was fantastic. And so I hope to have a little bit of everything on this channel to really embrace the full scope of who I am. What am I interested in? And so I'm going to take this question into the fandom zone because that's where I'm at right now. And so I want to talk about two main things for right now, which is Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and Doctor Who. So Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., as of this recording, just finished their 4th season. And the 4th season was just great. Minus Marvel's current obsession with Hydra and Nazis, and the fact that they went into the framework and it was just filled with Hydra. Didn't love that part, but I adore the show. It's the only show on cable besides Doctor Who that I still continue to watch. So I love it. The flip side of that coin is Doctor Who. I started watching Doctor Who with the same roommate that gave me PizzaYeti, and at first I was a little weirded out. We started with New Who, so we started with 9 and Christopher Eccleston, but after a couple episodes I was like, I really like this show. So thankfully Netflix had a lot of the shows on it, and so we just binge watched together for Doctor Who. And so like this current season with Capaldi and his companion Bill, I have loved. It's been such a good season to watch. It's been refreshing to see a companion that doesn't know everything about the universe, and it's this cool play on old and new put together. And I've loved seeing the characters bond. I still want to figure out because I haven't seen the newest episode yet, so I'm still trying to figure out who is in the cage, and so I'm excited to see what that is. One last note on Doctor Who. I badly wish that Capaldi wasn't leaving this season. I feel like we finally got to see him grow into his own Doctor, and I want more of him on the show. I respect that he thinks that it's time to move on, but I just wish that he could have given us just a little bit more as Doctor. So why YouTube? And I talked about this at the beginning of the video a little bit, where I wanted to join YouTube because the community on here is phenomenal. Like the thought that people could join together and just become a community based on content created on a website is astounding to me. And so even if my YouTube channel doesn't take off, I'm excited to just have a peek into what that looks like. One last point on YouTube. I also noticed a lack of diverse creators in the terms of videos that I'd like to be creating, and so I thought I'd throw my card into it. And so I'm looking forward to see what that could look like for me. Did I have to bring race into it? Yeah. I'm mixed, and so that's a really big part of my story. And it's important to me, so I'll probably talk about it off and on my channel. And so if that makes you uncomfortable, just be ready for that. I'm especially going to talk about it when it comes to TV shows and movies that I watch. Another note on Doctor Who, they just brought that into one of the most recent episodes with Capaldi and Pearl Mackie. And the Doctor just looks over at Pearl and says, "History's a whitewash." And I was so proud of this show for admitting that, because a lot of shows don't. They just kind of gloss over everything. But Doctor Who's not afraid to take that stand, and I really appreciate that about the show. What's one thing I wish I could do more of? That would probably be play with new technology. So I'm a really big fan of technology and how it affects our day-to-day lives. My mom always makes fun of me for how many cameras and new gadgets that I have, but I just can't help it. I get it a little bit from my dad. I've gotten that from him. But I just really appreciate playing with new things. Like I always am on the internet looking for what's coming up next. I was just watching a Casey Neistat video and saw the Osmo Plus, and I immediately was like, that looks so cool and I want one. But obviously I can't afford it. So I'm just going to save up for it and see if they have a really cool new one when I can finally afford it. I also would want to be more active, so I really enjoy bike riding, but I haven't done it a bunch because winter was here and it was the worst. And so as summer comes on and the seasons get better, I hope to do a lot more of that in the city. What's my real life job? So currently, I work for Salvation Army Ministry, where we do a lot of community work and gardening, and it's a really cool job. But I'm also looking for what's next because my position was only a year long, and so I'm looking for the next step. I don't know what that is yet, and it's stressing me out because people keep asking me what's next. But, it's fine. I'm just waiting to see what my options are, and I'm excited to see what that next step looks like. But if you see me in real life, don't ask, because I'm a little tired of people questioning me about what I'm going to do with my life. So, I'm gonna wrap up the video there. I hope you've enjoyed, and keep your eyes out for a new video next week. I'm hoping to upload videos about once a week, and so I'm excited to see where this takes us. Thanks for checking it out. If you liked it, hit that subscribe button so we can just keep getting to know each other. I'd like to hear your reactions in the comments below, and I'll reply to as many of them as I can. Thank ya.